Good morning. Today we are going to see the topic called cogging and craveling in three-phase induction motor in lecture number 18 under the module number 2. Okay, cogging and craveling. First, craveling of induction motor. It is observed that the screw cage induction motor has tendency to run at very low speed compared to its synchronous speed. This phenomena is known as craveling. Okay, this phenomena is known as craveling. Okay, that is, we know that the synchronous speed, for example, if it will be a one a 3.3 kilowatt machine. Okay, if it will be a 3 kilowatt machine of three-phase screw cage induction motor, the synchronous speed is, okay, the synchronous speed ns is equal to 1500 rpm. Okay, now if the motor for normal voltage, okay, for normal voltage, if you give 200 volt, okay, at that time the synchronous speed is 1500 rpm. Okay, and the same case, if you give same 200 volt, during that time the machine not running at 1500. Okay, it is very low speed, that is nothing but 1000. Okay, or it will be less than 1000 rpm, while compared to existing motor specification 1500. Okay, during that time the machine called it as craveling. Okay, it is one of the fault. Okay, this craveling is nothing but it is a fault symptom. Okay, so when the craveling has been taken place, the speed is always less than, is nearly 1 by 7th of its synchronous speed. Okay, 1 by 7th of its synchronous speed. The other name of craveling is synchronous craveling. Okay, the other name of craveling is synchronous craveling. During this craveling there is very much high starting current accompanied by both noise and vibration. Okay, vibration. So therefore the torque obtained from this induction motor is the asynchronous torque. Okay, therefore torque obtained from the induction motor is known as asynchronous torque. Why craveling is happening in induction motor? Okay, so this is the presence of harmonics in induction motor, because harmonics means we know, okay, it will be a reflected in fundamental frequency. There will be a distortions in fundamental frequency, that is nothing but harmonics. Harmonics are basically divided into two types. One is hard harmonics, another one is even harmonics. So this craveling is always taken place in hard harmonics, that is nothing but seventh harmonic. Okay, that is nothing but seventh harmonic. Here you can see this is a slip. Okay, the slip, it is in y-axis, and y-axis it will be a torque. Okay, when you operate the motor at normal voltage, okay, you will get the low torque, fundamental torque as it is. Okay, and when the machine is normally running it, during the time there will be a fifth and seventh harmonic will be produced. This is my slip as 1. Okay, now when the craveling has been taken place, the fifth harmonic will be present in positive quadrant as well as in negative quadrant. You see the shape, positive and negative quadrant. In the same way, you have to apply the brake of this harmonic to minimize it. Okay, during that time there will be a seventh harmonic will be produced, that is nothing but ns by 7. This harmonic will start from reverse to forward. Okay, reverse to forward. You see here, reverse, this is the negative quadrant, this is a positive quadrant. Okay, negative quadrant means this is a fourth quadrant and this one will be a first quadrant, so it will be moved together. So when seventh harmonic has been taken place, there will be a machine, it will be in stable operation. So this action is due to that fact the harmonic fluxes produced in the gap of the stator winding of odd harmonics, that is third, fifth and seventh harmonics. These harmonics are created by during to additional torque fields in addition to the synchronous torque. The torque produced by the harmonic rotate in the forward or reverse direction, that is by ns by 3, ns by 5, ns by 7 speed respectively. Here we consider only fifth, and this is fifth harmonic, this is seventh harmonic, and rest we have to neglect it. The torque produced by the fifth harmonic rotates in for backward direction. You see here, you see it will be rotating backward direction. So this torque produced by the fifth harmonic which work as in braking region. Okay, this harmonic work in braking region. Okay, so here the harmonic will be produced in backward direction. It will be operated in braking region. Okay, so the braking region is small in quantity, so it can be neglected. So therefore we have to consider the seventh harmonic which produced in, you see here, it will produced in forward. Okay, this is my seventh harmonic, it will produced in forward. Okay, it is produced in forward rotating torque at synchronous speed of ns by 7. Okay, this is a synchronous speed of ns by 7. Hence the net forward torque is equal to the sum of the torque produced by the seventh harmonic and fundamental harmonic. So this operation is known as craveling. Okay, the craveling has been taken place when your speed of the machine, the synchronous speed, is very much lesser. That is, how much it is lesser means ns by 7th. Okay, 1 by 7th. Okay, ns by 7. Okay. Now the second method, it will be a cogging. Okay, we know that cogging. Okay, cogging means it is one of the fault symptom in the induction motor, and generally the cogging talks about the stator teeth is not matchable with the rotor teeth. Okay, then it will be called as cogging. Okay, in this is x-axis speed, y-axis torque. Okay, the cogging has been taken place during this starting torque variation. Okay, when your starting torque variation due to craveling, that is nothing but cogging. Okay, starting torque variation due to cogging. These characteristics of induction motor comes into the picture when the motor refuses to start at all. Sometimes it happens because of low supply voltage. For example, if you apply the voltage, okay, if you apply the voltage, okay, from 0 to 250 or 230, the motor doesn't start running it. That is, normally if you give 10 voltage also, the motor will suddenly start rotating it. But unless if you are giving 20 volt or 30 volt also, the motor not running it. That type of method is known as cogging. Okay, cogging. Because of that, the variation in the starting torque. So if the variation in the starting torque taken place, the cogging effect takes place in the picture. But the main reason of the starting problem in the motor because of cogging, in which the slots of the stator gets locked up with rotor slots. Okay, normally the slot of the stator should not lock. Okay, then only the motor start running. But here the slots of the stator slots get locked up with the rotor slots. So as now the series of slots in the stator and rotor of induction motor. When the slots of the rotor are equal in number with slots in the stator, they align themselves in which such a way that the both face to each other, and at stage the reluctance of the magnetic path is minimum and the motor refuses to start. So this characteristics of induction motor is known as cogging. Apart from this, there is no more reason for cogging. Okay, if the harmonic frequencies coincide with slot frequency due to harmonic present in supply voltage, then it causes torque modulation. As a result of it, cogging occurs. This characteristics is known as magnetic teeth locking of induction motor. Okay, magnetic teeth of locking of induction motor. So again I will explain. The cogging means the slots of the stator gets locked up with rotor slot. This is my first point. Second point, if you apply the low voltage, because of the low voltage also the machine refuses to start. That is my second point. Third point is that the slots of the rotor are equal in slots of the stator. Then they align themselves in which they can both face to each other, and at stage the reluctance of the magnetic path is minimum and the motor refuses to start. How to avoid cogging problem? First one, the number of slots in the rotor should not equal to the number of slots in the stator. Second one, the skewing of the rotor slots, that means the stack of this rotor is arranged in such a way that is angled with the axis of rotation. Okay, axis of rotation. Thank you.